Since the passing of Herbert Wigwe, the former CEO of Access Corporations, Access Bank, on the 9th of February 2024, alongside five others, including his wife and his first son, Chizzy. A lot of condolences have gone online. People have testified of how great this man is. But then his funeral ceremony has been ongoing now for a couple of days, and today is the night. We've had tributes and all that. This video is about the tributes that have followed the passing of Herbert Wigwe. They held a celebration of life for him where people came to just speak concerning this man and how good he was in his lifetime, including his wife and his first son, his child, Chizzy Wigwe. Among those that spoke were the Vice President of the nation. We had the Emir, the 11th Emir of Kano. We had his daughter speak. Aliko Dangote shed tears. Lots of persons were inconsolable. The word is inconsolable at the service of songs and the tribute night that was held in the honor of Herbert Wigwe, testifying to how great this man was while he was here. While he was here, lots of persons knew him as the banker, as the businessman. Lots of persons even attributed him with corruption in the nation, with some people saying, oh, this man was responsible for a lot of the FX sales that we say people do and whatnot. But since his passing, it has come to light that the man that is Wigwe is more, or was more than just a businessman. He was a friend indeed and in need to a lot of persons, including the elite in the society, because of course he was an elite. So his circle of friends were elite. Otedola was one of his best friends. Dangote was one of his best friends. He was friends with a lot of top persons in Nigeria, and these are the ones that are talking about the one time, the two times they had experienced grace from Herbert Wigwe. Right. One that is particularly shocking, or should I say shocking or tear-jerking, was the 11th Emir of Kano. That is the person of Sanusi, talking about how this man, saved him, helped him while he needed help. Osimba just spoke, said, I don't think any event in recent time for me in particular has made it clear how important friendships and relationships are. Herbert was one who walked the talk of a brotherhood and friendship. According to him, Osinbajo said the Thursday before he died, he called him on Tuesday and said he was coming to see me in Abuja on Thursday, and he did. We spent about 3 hours reviewing practically everything, the university, the philanthropy initiatives he was involved in, everything. And he spoke to the bereaved children that this man left. The former vice president said, no amount of words can heal your heart, but you are not alone in your grief. This tragedy has troubled so many, both young and old. A deep dark cloud hangs over our hearts. This event has confronted me and many of us with our own mortality. One thing I would like you to know, especially the children, the manner of death is not as important to God. John was beheaded. Stephen was stoned to death. Elisha died of an ailment. What is important to God is the difference between dying and perishing. Activities have actually moved now to River State. That's from the activities were in Lagos. Now it has moved to River State for the Christian wakekeeping on Friday at Wigwe University, followed by a combined funeral service on Saturday that is happening currently at Rccg Lion of Judah.
To the Spirit family, to River State, to the business community, to the global community, and to all Nigerians. It is not a normal occasion. This is a very abnormal occasion. We will continue to grieve after this. So I won't go into much details. I won't even go into protocols. I just want to extend the condolences of Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his government, the National Assembly that I'm privileged to be chairman, and all members of the legislature in Nigeria, to the bereaved family, to Access Bank, particularly my brother, It's been almost a month of mourning. There is nothing that we can do that will continue to express our heartfelt condolences, our sadness over the demise of this family. Together with his brother, they raised Access Bank to a level of among the first 5 top banks in Nigeria, considering their ages. So number one, considering their ages, you can see that their hard work paid off. So let me also extend the condolences of the federal government to the father and the mother of the late Herbert Wigwe. Just like the governor of Rivers said, the galaxy of senators, they are all there. Some may not have found space here. We are also grieving the 10th Senate, even the 9th, 8th, and the 8th Senate that I won't belong, because my brother, the senators, they are all grieving today. The entire political class. We can't even succeed without the balance. As the family is crying, my president of Kenya in Namibia, when King was the immediate past president was buried, we sat next to each other, and all they discussed for over 2 hours was this tragedy that has befallen Nigeria. He had a lot to contribute. But sometimes God gives signs. They say those that God loves most, He takes them young. He will do everything in a hurry. See the fantastic structure of a retirement home for a son in Lagos, or I even talk about even the beautiful university, one of the best in the whole of West Africa that they are concluding. Are you talking about the shoe that have expected this? But the man of God pointed out that it is the journey that all of us will one day make. My prayer is that God should enable us to be ready before we make this journey. As a young child, growing up, I attended a burial ceremony of a 12-year-old boy. And the man of God, while preaching, said, in my language, which means that this death is so sweet.
Parish Isiokpo, and then a private interment ceremony. The final event is the outing service on Sunday at the same church, Rccg Lion of Judah Parish in Isiokpo, Rivers State, Nigeria. And it's been really sad. The ongoing funeral service has a lot of persons, what's the word now, reflecting on what life is and what the essence of life is. People are saying, seeing 3 coffins being wheeled into a church, it's just really sad. It's something that no child should even see. It's something that nobody should experience. 3 coffins, that's your father, your brother, your mother, and he left 3 children behind. And it's just really sad. People are just saying it's just showing the mortality of men. Others are now they are coming for his PA, the PA of Herbert Wigwe, who escaped the old jet incident. They died on a private jet while going to the Super Bowl in the US. That was when it happened. The helicopter crashed. That was what killed them. It also killed the former chairman of Nigerian Exchange, that Mr. Abimbola, Bamofin Abimbola. His body has also been laid to rest. He has been buried. So they're talking about this PA, saying that the man was basically advertising himself in the tribute, the tribute that I said, that was held in the honor of Herbert Wigwe. They're saying that politicians were there talking about politics and advertising themselves and just using that to take jabs at each other at a solemn event, an outing ceremony for somebody who you all said you respected, but some other persons are saying that Herbert Wigwe's father has died, but I would like to say that he just slumped. I mean, the grief, the heartbreak, so much that he slumped and he has been rushed to an hospital. We are hoping that he recovers well, because that would even drive this nail harder in the hearts of their loved ones if Herbert Wigwe's father should also pass on. But we hope that does not happen. Yes, a lot of persons are sad about this happening, but I wanted to tell you the story of what what's it called now? Sanusi said, the 11th Emir of Kano State. He said that when he was dethroned, right? That when he was dethroned, it was Herbert Wigwe who came to his rescue, and after he had to leave Kano State. He said, when I had problems in Kano, I called him, that is Wigwe, about 6 months before I was to leave Kano, and I said to him, Herbert, I know you give all your best to solve all these problems, but I am convinced that this is what is going to happen. And he said to me, Your Highness, don't worry, whatever happens, don't worry, we are here for you. And Sanusi broke down in tears at least 3 different times, and he recalled how the late banker came to his rescue when he was dethroned. He continued by saying, on the day I heard on the radio that I was dethroned, the night before it happened, I called and said I wanted to come to Lagos. The announcement was made at about 9 a.m. and by noon, Herbert had a plane at the tarmac in Kano. I put my family on that plane, no message, no phone call. I put them on that plane. Herbert received them, put them in a hotel, and later got them accommodation for months. According to Sanusi, Wigwe's kindness to him gave many the impression that he owned Access Bank, while Wigwe and Aigin Mokwede were his stooges. When I came, we stayed there. Some people believed I own Access Bank, and Haig and Herbert were fronting for me. They gave me the cars and the drivers. They gave me security and a private jet, and they asked for nothing, and they don't talk about it. I have lived in Lagos for 4 years. The house my family lives in was provided by Herbert. That was what he said. He said when he heard of his death, I said, in the coming weeks and months, people will get to know Herbert the human being. They know him as a banker, as a businessman. They don't know him as a human being. He has always been about others, not about himself. I can't imagine how one human being could have been so many things to so many people. He said he entrusted his life savings to Wigwe, that he put all his savings in a trust for the education of his children, and he said he had many priorities as a father, and one of them is to make sure that when he passed away they will have a good education, that he thought he was going to go before the late CEO. Look at how time goes. Look at what happened. The vice president of the nation, Kashim Shettima, spoke, and he spoke on behalf of his principal, the president of the nation. We had Rccg Adeboye speak. The rest of persons spoke. Obasanjo, shared his condolences. Aigin Mokwede, inconsolable. He has been standing behind the kids as a rock. It's just really sad. I can't imagine seeing your friend of over 20-30 years die in such a manner, something that was not even coming. You didn't see it coming, nothing. I mean, God help him, God rest the soul, and hopefully his father recovers at Nigeria. I mean, we will recover. But this is when you will understand the gravity of the word fortitude. Yes, we hope that his family, his loved ones have that to bear this loss. Not just him, but the close friends to Chizoba Wigwe, Chizi Wigwe, and every other person concerned. Alright guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it 1 to 3 persons, and bye.